art style and the tech and weaponry of Dark Void is pretty unique. It's got kind of this ragtag, throw it together thing with Tesla technology. We were kind of calling it Tesla punk for a little bit is what we were saying. Just picture Tesla with a mohawk and you know what our game is.
We've got sort of two different factions in this world. One of them is human-based. Then there's this super advanced civilization. So we've got weapons and technology that's just really based in late 1930s technology versus this super advanced stuff.
What's fun in the game is, as Will, you get to pick up all this cool Tesla stuff, which is grungy, clunky, chunky, but awesome, and then also have access to this like clean alien stuff.
Tesla's able to take a lot of this technology and expand upon it, use his own ingenuity to really, make it usable for humans.
The jetpack is pretty much Tesla's, it's the pinnacle of his creation since his time in the Void.
It starts out with more of a hover pack and then it evolves into a rocket pack. And it's so experimental that the first time you use it, everybody tries to discourage you from using it.
Are you crazy? You'll kill yourself.
面白さにもなってますし、メカニカルな部分であったりとか、サイエンスフィクションの部分とかですね、そういう部分がすごく面白いのかなっていうふうに、それがやっぱダークボイドの空飛ぶ違いだと思いますね。
I think the jetpack really does tie the look of both the futuristic sci-fi Watcher stuff we've got going on and that retro Tesla stuff, because you've got the cool sleek forms and this really future thing going on, but then we've got big tubes and guns kind of just bolted onto the side of it and stuff.
He can even hover and fire his own weapons in his hands, so the combination of those things pull him together into this sort of one-man army in the sky.
I think it's the perfect fusion and probably one of the most iconic pieces of tech that you see in the game.
Will's able to carry 2 weapons at a time, so if certain weapon combos open up certain fun events. So for example, we'll say Will is under fire by about 4 guys. Laying down a Watcher grenade, which is this expanding sphere of death, would pretty much pin down 2 or 3 of those guys with a quick hover pack jump to circumvent from the flank and then take out the rest. So what could have been 3 minutes of fighting, if you're quick, you can make a 15-second encounter and be moving on. Finding these fun combos, I think is going to be pretty fun for people.
My favorite weapon is the disintegrator gun. Shoot once, keep moving. It's a very powerful gun. It'll take out some enemies with 1 shot.
I like the Magnetar a lot. It's kind of got this anti-gravity thing going on, so it's like bubble bobble but different, where you can kind of zap the guys and they'll float up in the air and they're there kind of flailing around, and I think that stuff's pretty fun.
So every weapon has 2 levels of upgrade after you obtain it. So one example, the Liberator, its upgrade path, you get it, it's straight SMG shooting bullets. I think the next upgrade is it's an increase on clip size and a bit of accuracy, which is like, oh ho hum. The ultimate upgrade is explosive rounds. And that's like, okay, now this got really exciting. So my rat-a-tat-tat now becomes rat-a-boom-boom.
There's a ton of design challenges when you're trying to create a new sci-fi shooter. We looked back at a lot of those old pulp serials and then some of the new modern things like Battlestar Galactica. And of course, we got Bear McCreary doing the music, so that helps. And then we just kind of fused it and merged it together to make something that we think is a little bit different, but still hits that kind of classic, cool sci-fi feel.